is, it's well worth it. Honestly, it's well worth it.
Christine Komalo's family, Virginia Makapela, was one of the 144 mental health patients who lost their lives in 2016, just after they were relocated from the Life Esidimeni facility to ill-equipped, unlicensed facilities. The decision was taken despite families and experts fighting to halt the move for over a year. The last 8 years have been a tough journey for these families.
This is what we had asked for. This is what we wanted them to understand, that the actions actually led to the deaths. The decision and the deliberate blocking out of the expert reports, the protests, the calls for answers, the relentless nagging of families and everybody else in that mental health, space, trying to call on them to say, stop, please stop. This is the result. If we always talk about consequence management, this is exactly the result of them not listening. So yes, it is for the families.
On Wednesday, Judge Mamona Tefo handed down judgment following an inquest into the deaths. The inquest was established in 2021 to investigate who should be held responsible. In her partial judgment, Judge Tefo found that 9 of the deaths were from negligence by the former Gauteng Health MEC, Qedhani Mahlangu, and the former head of mental health, Makgabo Manamela.
Ms. Mahlangu proceeded to terminate the contract between Life Esidimeni Care Center and the Gauteng Department of Health, despite numerous expert advice and warnings from the professionals in mental health and stakeholders. The deceased were further moved out of the Life Esidimeni facilities to NGOs which were not equipped.
Judge Tefo also stated lives of the mental patients could have been saved.
She could have saved the many lives as she visited the NGOs and could see that they were not adequately equipped, and some of the personnel were not adequately qualified to care for the mental health care users.
Giving testimony in May 2023 at the inquest inquiry, Mahlangu testified, claiming she was unaware that licenses issued to NGOs were fake. She declined to comment on the judgment, but told SABC News she's obtaining legal advice. The Democratic Alliance has welcomed the findings and called for criminal charges to be instated against those found responsible.
I think that criminal charges of culpable homicide now definitely need to be laid, and it should be done as soon as possible because we need to see justice done.
The Health Department says it's studying the findings.
Premier Lesotho is pleased that this process that brought so much pain and suffering to those who lost their loved ones, as well as the survivors whose human rights were grossly violated by this tragedy, is nearing its end. Premier Lesotho added that the following Life Esidimeni tragedy, the provincial government has made concerted efforts to ensure that the rights of mental health care users are promoted and always safeguarded.
The National Prosecuting Authority is yet to determine whether criminal prosecution will be sought. Hasina Gori, SABC News, Johannesburg.